Development Board, and the Florida Sports Foundation. A special welcome to our fans here in attendance and those watching around the world on MonsterJam.com. This championship weekend will deliver unprecedented access to the top Monster Jam athletes and the larger-than-life Monster Jam trucks they drive. And stay tuned throughout the press conference for a very exciting announcement. For the last 5 months, 58 Monster Jam superstars on 5 tours have pushed their driving skills and their professionally engineered trucks to the limit every weekend to compete at the highest level while keeping fans on the edge of their seats. 5 Monster Jam athletes have come out on top as their respective series champions, and I would like to welcome them all to the stage right now. We're going to start by welcoming the Stadium Championship Series Yellow Champion and 2-time Monster Jam World Finals Champion, driving Son of a Digger powered by Hoonigan, Ryan Anderson. Next is the Stadium Championship Series Red Champion, 12-time Monster Jam World Finals Champion, and the current defending and reigning champion in the Great Clip Skills Challenge. Please welcome driving Max D, Tom Mintz. Next up, the champion from Arena Championship Series Central and the first ever female series champion in Monster Jam history. Please welcome driving Gravedigger, Kristen Anderson. Next is the Arena Championship Series East champion, who had one of the most phenomenal rookie seasons in Monster Jam history. Please welcome driving Gravedigger, Weston Anderson. And Arena Championship Series West champion, repeating from 2020, and now a 3-time series champion. Please welcome also driving Gravedigger, Brandon Vincent. I would also like to bring to the stage some additional competitors for this weekend, and we'll start with the current high jump champion driving Lucas Stabilizer, Cynthia Gauthier. Next up, Florida native, first-time World Finals competitor and former Monster Jam Rookie of the Year driving Kraken. Please welcome Nick Pagliarulo. Next up, Guinness World Record holder driving Great Clip's Mohawk Warrior. This is Bryce Kenny. Next is the current high jump silver medalist and Monster Jam Outreach Award winner. Please welcome driving Bakugan Dragonoid, Camden Murphy. Every driver has a great story about their journey into Monster Jam. This next driver has a spectacular one. He went all the way from being on the dirt crew to now being a World Finals competitor. Please welcome Costa Rica native driving El Toro Loco, Mark List. Next, one of the most decorated superstars in Monster Jam history. He is a 5-time World Finals champion. Please welcome driving Gravedigger, Adam Anderson. And finally, Orlando native Guinness World Record holder and the first ever Showdown champion. Please welcome driving Zombie, Barty Musauer. Now let's see what our Monster Jam athletes think about this weekend's competition. First, for our past champions, Adam and Ryan. And Ryan, we'll start with you. Can you tell us what it's like and what it means to you to win a prestigious World Finals championship and what it would mean to win it again, especially on the 40th anniversary of Gravedigger?
Well, it's obviously it's the biggest event of the whole year, you know. So that's the best part about it. You want to win this one. This is one everybody's looking at. It's under a microscope from all over the world. So obviously this is one we want to win. But this year would be extra special. 40th anniversary of Gravedigger. My dad, crazy old guy, Dennis Anderson, created Gravedigger 40 years ago. So for us to be able to get any of the diggers in the winner's circle here at the World Finals this year for the 40th anniversary would be the ultimate.
Thank you, Ryan. Adam, how about you?
You know, it's absolutely what Ryan said, but at the same time, all these guys out here, I'm thankful for 40 years that I have all these other Gravedigger drivers here, because this is the toughest field that I've ever been a part of. A new track for everybody. It's super exciting, but 40 years of Gravedigger, and to share that with everybody, if we can go out of here with a win, and thank goodness all the pressure's not on me this time, so it's awesome.
All right, Cynthia, a question for you. As one of our defending champions, what do you think it's going to take to repeat here in Orlando and become a 2-time champion in 2022?
I would love that. It was an honor for me to be the first, victory of the high jump, and to be back and to be able to maybe defend my title. It would be awesome, and I'm excited to be back.
All right, this question is for Tom Mintz. Tom, right over there. Tom, outside of all the World Finals competitions that you have to compete in, you also have to think about the first-time stunt that you're going to try to do here based on the Big Air Spin Master Challenge play set. That's going to happen at halftime Saturday night. So I know you have a lot on your plate as a competitor defending your championship, but talk about this stunt and the preparation that you have as a competitor in trying to pull this off.
Well, World Finals competitors, always been tough. All these competitors are super good at what they do. For me, that's challenging, but to be able to bring a stunt like that to our Monster Jam fans in celebration of Monster Jam's 30th anniversary, that's what really lights my fire. That's what fuels me to want to go out there and put on a great performance. Make sure that everybody that comes here sees something. Just see the evolution of Monster Jam, how well these machines can do now, in the way that we've been able to open our minds up to new stunts, new tricks, so many cool things. That's what I'm most excited about.
Now, Monster Jam is a rare sport where men and women compete on the same playing surfaces for the same championships. And for the first time this year in a point series in Monster Jam history, a female superstar took home the title. Kristen Anderson, tell us what that championship means to you.
It was a very momentous part for me in my career, and I think just for Monster Jam and all the women in motorsports together, to be able to compete on the same playing field with our male competitors and bump elbows and rub elbows with them all year and kind of show them what we got. It was pretty awesome, and to hold that points lead for as long as I did, I believe my tour was 18 weeks, and I'll never forget it. It's a moment I'll never forget.
Thank you, Chris. And now on to the event. Let's discuss the new Monster Jam World Finals track. It's always a source of excitement on social media every year with fans discussing what's the track going to look like. We finally got a chance to test that out yesterday. Camden Murphy, you had the fastest practice time yesterday and ahead of qualifying later on this evening. Talk about what the track looks like to you from a driver's perspective and how it felt yesterday.
Well, it's honestly super, super cool to see what we're doing with Monster Jam. Obviously we're doing this over-under track, something that's never been done before with us. So, there's 5 corners out there. So, a little bit of kind of road racing kind of thing. But honestly, after practice, I almost thought of it as a kind of like a Bristol Motor Speedway kind of place. You're holding your breath the entire time. You're trying to take a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck and go through 5 corners, jump over another truck, and just kind of try to make the fastest and smoothest pass you possibly can. So I love what we're doing here with Monster Jam. It's awesome. It definitely feels good to have a fast time in practice, but that doesn't mean anything right now. All these drivers out here are so good at what they do, anything can happen.
All right, thank you, Kim. Now, Barry, you were close to winning a championship last time we were here in 2019 in the racing competition. It's your hometown of Orlando, so what's it going to take for you this year to get it done in your hometown, your home stadium, and win it in front of your family and friends?
Man, it's going to take a lot of factors. You got to have a little bit of luck, of course, mixed in with some smooth passes. And, your truck has to stay mechanically sound throughout the entire event. So all those things gel together. And me just being consistent and calm, cool, and collected behind the wheel, I think we can get it done. But it's going to take a lot of factors to really, really achieve that.
Thank you, Barry. Nick Pagliarulo, talk about Barry being from Orlando. You're just down the road in Deltona. It's your hometown track as well, your first ever World Finals. Talk about your nerves maybe this weekend playing a factor in your performance.
Coming here, I'm not very nervous. I'm actually excited. I got butterflies in my stomach. This has been a long journey for me. I went to my very first Monster Jam World Finals as a fan in 2006, over 16 years ago, and now being able to be one of the 24 Monster Jam competitors here tonight in Orlando is amazing. It's been a long journey for me and my family, and being here, I'm just excited, and I just cannot wait to get it started.
Brandon Vincent, this year in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge, you had a lot of dominant performances, one of the best drivers in the sport, which is why you're competing for a championship this weekend. So I don't want you to give too much away to your fellow competitors, but any tricks up your sleeve for the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge this weekend?
You know what, Scott? We got some tricks up our sleeve. Just looking to come out here and, dominate 2 Wheel Skills. I want to be the king of 2 Wheel Skills. I want to have that crown. Tom Mintz got it. Last time, but we have some tricks up our sleeve. We tested some stuff out yesterday in practice, so looking to come out here and, like I said, dominate and take over 2 Wheel Skills and get that crown.
All right, thank you. Bryce Kenny, you were a Guinness World Record holder for the fastest speed in a Monster Jam truck. We've called you the fastest man in Monster Jam many times throughout your career after you got that record. Do you feel like that gives you any type of advantage in the racing competition and maybe any pressure to win the competition and be a champion?
Yeah, every time you introduce me as that, there's absolute pressure that comes with it. So, but I think one of the things that we were talking about yesterday in practice was the fact that we set that record in the Florida heat. So we were trying to get and build power, yesterday in this Florida heat being here for the World Finals. And we kind of took some of the tips and tricks from that to get some power out of the motor that's definitely going to help us tonight in qualifying. So, but the funny thing, I mean, here we go. We're trying to just get so much speed on the drag strip whenever we set that record. And this is all about controlled chaos this weekend. And so for us as drivers, with so many different turns and the technical abilities out of that, and really trying to maximize that horsepower from these 1,500 horsepower motors, that's the name of the game for us. And so I think all the drivers are just antsy to get back out there. And honestly, for me, regardless, if I take home the trophy, I'll be sad when it's over because that track is so much fun to drive on. So it's going to be a heck of a weekend, and we're excited.
Thank you, Bryce. Weston Anderson. Being an Anderson, I know comes with a lot of pressure and expectations. Being a Gravedigger driver is the same. It's the 40th anniversary of Gravedigger, so a little more added to your plate. You've attended countless Monster Jam World Finals as a fan and as a brother and a son to cheer on your dad and your brother and your brothers and your sisters. But what are you looking forward to the most as a World Finals competitor this year?
You know, man, I'm just glad that I made it here. I didn't expect my rookie season to go as good as it did, and you know, I got to give a shout out to Cody down there. He made it so much better for me. He was always there for me, giving me tips and tricks, but I'm just here to have a fun time. It's my biggest floor of the year. It's first time in a stadium, too, so it is a little bit of pressure being the World Finals. I'm going to come out swinging, though. That's all I can say.
All right, thank you, Weston. Monster Jam has a huge international presence with fans from all different cultures around the world. So, Mark Liss, what does it mean to you to represent the Latinx community competing here this weekend?
Well, to me, being Latino is something I'm very proud of, and the Latinos know that I'm here to make sure that all the Latin names stays pretty high on what we can do and anywhere around the world. So it's just to prove that we can do anything, and I'm just going to go out there. Everybody knows I like to have fun and prove that we're capable to do anything we wish.
Thank you, Mark. And we'd like to open the floor right now to questions from our media and anyone on the floor that does have a question, possibly through our social media channels. So if there's anyone out there with a question, now is the time to ask. We'd love to answer it for you. All right, in that case, I would love to bring in some of our live event hosts, some of our pit party hosts, so our Monster Jam host team can now take over and ask some questions that were submitted through our social media channels. Freddie.
All righty, first up from our fans, Weston, this question is for you. What has been the biggest piece of advice you've received in your first season?
You know, it probably wasn't even advice in the truck, and it was from Scott Douglas. I was super quiet on the mic, super timid. And then I'll just go out there and show off on the track in the truck. So, you know, he gave me a little speaking advice there. And now I'm probably one of the biggest hype men on the Arena Series East Tour. I always go out there. You know my catchphrase. Everybody's got to get loud whenever Weston Anderson comes out.
Kim?
I have a question for Tom. How does different dirt affect your ability to adapt and drive well?
It really does matter. You know, the moisture content is huge. Tackier dirt will make better skills challenge, abilities. Looser dirt, does make for better donuts and drifting the truck around to make a more exciting freestyle. The dirt condition really matters. The moisture content matters a lot. If you want to have a fantastic event, having tacky dirt allows you to do bicycle moves and great nose wheelies and, just spin that truck around and set it up for the next obstacle. That's what the coolest part of it is. But when it gets muddy, oftentimes you can drift or really look out of control. So I love the mud as well.
As we all know, Monster Jam World Finals was put to a daunting halt 2 years ago. So this question from the fans is actually something I'm curious about. I'll address it to you, Cynthia. What's it like now to have Monster Jam World Finals back in action now in 2022?
Wow, I'm so excited. 2 years, I was in Canada for the last 2 years, and to be able to be back here with a brand new truck, the Lucas stabilizer, it's an honor. I'm excited. We don't even get to practice. We don't even get to hit the ramp before the competition, so we're just gonna go for it, go big. I'm excited. We have new competitor in the high jump, so I'm confident. I work really hard, and I know we can do it, and it's going to be awesome to get that title again with that brand new stabilizer truck.
Keaton?
This question also comes from a fan. It's for you, Ryan. You are one of 3 competitors to be qualified for all of the events this weekend. Which one are you most excited to compete in?
Instantly got to say right away, my dad created freestyle. That's what I was born and bred to do. So freestyle is definitely my number one, but every event's going to be huge. Every one of them has a world title at stake. So all of them got to be taken serious. All of them are going to be crazy and exciting. But at the same time, with me being one of the few that have to do all four, I have to keep in mind that I got to make sure that truck can handle this entire weekend. Not going to say I'm going to back down by no means, but I'm definitely going to make sure I keep at least one chip in my pocket for freestyle.
All right, if there are no more questions, Bari, I'd like to ask you to stay. The rest of the drivers, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck this weekend. How about another round of applause for our World Finals competitors? Nice job. Monster Jam began partnering with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in 2019 and has continued to support them in their mission of finding cures and saving children. That year, Monster Jam St. Jude ambassadors visited the hospital and had the opportunity to meet with patients and their families. And Bari, you were there that day, so can you tell us a little bit about the patient activation and what it meant to you?
Oh, it's so eye-opening, Scott, to be able to be there in Memphis, Tennessee at the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and get to tour around and just see all the hard work and dedication that goes into saving children's lives there at St. Jude. I mean, it's just truly amazing what the doctors and nurses are able to achieve, and they've decreased the mortality rate for cancer, childhood cancer, tremendously since they started, and their motto is they won't stop until no child cancer. So it's really important that we get our Monster Jam family involved with, making a way for them to donate, because no family ever receives a bill when their child is being cared for at St. Jude. So it's just an honor to be able to represent St. Jude on such a great stage, such as Monster Jam. And, because it really does help the entire world when it comes to the research they do there, because not only do they treat these children at their facility, but they share their research with doctors all over the world. So it really goes a long way in producing healthier, better families just for the world in general.
Patients were asked to design their own Monster Jam truck, including this one, drawn by St. Jude patient Calvin. Calvin was first diagnosed with cancer in 2018 and was treated at St. Jude until the end of 2019. He relapsed in June of 2020 with the help of St. Jude. He finished treatment in April of 2021 and is now cancer-free. It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage Calvin and his mom, Tiffany. Welcome to World Finals, guys. Thanks for being here. So, Calvin, I want you to talk a little bit about your design and what the emojis represent to you.
A lot of them mean the up and downs of my cancer journey, the feelings I went through. A lot of them are like this. A loved one is like happy moments. There's one like funny, so like make people laugh. I had a bandage one that made like people had like my friends had brain surgery, so that represents that, and that's about it.
All right. And Tiffany, when you saw Calvin's design, what did it mean to you? What were your emotions?
I did get emotional out there. It's amazing to see his drawings come to life, just like he is now. He's still living because of St. Jude.
Well, after seeing Calvin's design, the Monster Jam team wanted to bring it to life, and earlier today we unveiled what is now known as Emoji Strong. It's a limited edition die-cast toy. It is available exclusively on the Monster Jam Superstore, so that's monsterjamsuperstore.com, and a portion of the proceeds go directly to St. Jude. But Monster Jam wanted to take Emoji Strong to the next level, so take a look as we created a full-size Monster Jam Emoji Strong truck. Bari, you were there earlier this morning when Calvin learned that his design was not only going to be a toy truck, but also a full-scale Monster Jam truck. Tell us about that moment.
And it was really special, to be involved with that. Calvin's design was amazing. Being a graphic artist myself, I can truly appreciate the talent that he possessed, and being able to turn his artwork into a full-size Monster Jam truck, just epic. That was something I probably dreamed of as a kid myself, and now you get to live it, man, and we're so thankful that you're here with us and you created such a great, epic piece that we can all marvel at for years to come, and who knows, maybe you'll be behind the wheel of these massive trucks one day. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much. Calvin and Tiffany, everyone, thank you. Thanks for being here. Emoji Strong will be on display at the pit party this weekend, and Monster Jam is also hosting a charity bowling event tomorrow. If you'd like to participate, you'll be able to donate to St. Jude on site at main event. For more information, go to monsterjam.com. In 2019, Monster Jam embarked on a new chapter, taking Monster Jam World Finals to world-class destinations, starting right here in Orlando. Let's take a look right now to see where this marquee event will happen in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Monster Jam is going to Music City, USA. Monster Jam World Finals 22 is coming to Nashville in 2023. Stay tuned to monsterjam.com for more details about Monster Jam World Finals 22 in the coming months. I want to say thank you once again for all of you being here today. We'll have additional time for interviews and photo opportunities off the stage. For those of you tuning in on the live stream, tickets are still available for Monster Jam World Finals 21 this weekend, including tomorrow night's award show at Hard Rock Live. It is going to be an event you do not want to miss. For those of you here today, please turn your attention to the track. And for those of you here on the live stream, stay tuned right here because in a moment, we will be re-unveiling Emoji Strong, driven by Monster Jam St. Jude ambassador Bernard Light. And we'll also be doing a demo of the over-under track with Monster Jam drivers Tony Oaks and Soldier Fortune Black Ops and Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Now, right now, I'm going to head outside to introduce the truck, so stand by. Stay right where you are on the live stream. We'll have the action on the track in just a moment. Thank you again. Please welcome out to the track St. Jude ambassador Bernard Light driving the brand new Emoji Strong. Once again, that is Calvin's design coming to life, the brand new Emoji Strong Monster Jam truck driven by St. Jude ambassador Bernard Light. Next up, please welcome out to the track Armando Castro and El Toro Loco and Tony Oaks and Soldier Fortune Black Ops to show you how this brand new World Finals track works. So right now there's some damage done on El Toro Loco. You got to see Soldier Fortune Black Ops run out of the blue side. Both trucks are going to start on those steel planks at the starting line and go around. It's an over-under track, so one truck will be jumping off of the red ramp onto the blue side, the other will be going underneath, and then the first one across the finish line without getting a penalty, of course, will advance into the racing bracket. But this is the brand new over-under track exclusively for Monster Jam World Finals here in Orlando. Right now, we're going to bring Tony Oaks back to the starting line, so he's going to do another pass to, again, show you what this track looks like, how the racing bracket will be designed here in each race. And tonight, don't forget to stay tuned to our live stream at monsterjam.com for qualifying, which begins at 7 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. Qualifying will determine our racing bracket, and Cole Stevens, myself, and Leslie Mears will be on the call for you. So qualifying tonight, 7 p.m. at monsterjam.com on the live stream. Right now, we await Tony Oaks, Source of Fortune Black Ops to refire as we go back onto this racetrack here at Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Tickets are still available for World Finals 21. You can get them right now at monsterjam.com. Your ticket for the event does get you into the biggest pit party in the entire Monster Jam universe. You don't want to miss it. So much exciting stuff happening out at the pit party, including RC World Finals Saturday afternoon. The first ever driver versus driver RC truck tournament will take place to kick off the RC World Finals. Colt Stevens and I will start that at 2:30. We will go at it in a grudge match. It'll be the Monster Jam 30th anniversary truck up against King Crunch. So again, that's 2:30 at the pit party. You can meet all your favorite drivers, see all the great displays. I talked to Jim Kohler yesterday in Avenger. He is going to have some really cool things with Avenger over there. So right now, we're going to fire up Soldier Fortune Black Ops and take another pass here for Tony Oaks on the racetrack. All right, that is the end of the race pass. So don't forget, you can get Calvin's Emoji Strong truck exclusively at the Monster Jam Superstore right now, monsterjamsuperstore.com. A portion of the proceeds go directly to St. Jude. And we will see you back here tonight at monsterjam.com on the live stream for World Finals qualifying. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you later tonight.